Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jesenia, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. In today's video, it is Tip Tuesday, and I'm going to be talking about this wonderful essential oil, Endoflex. Endoflex is a young living oil. It's a combination oil of different essential oils, and this is the Vitality oil, which means that you can ingest it. The ingredients that you have in the Endoflex, it's spearmint, sesame, sage, geranium, myrtle leaf oil, German chamomile, flower, and nutmeg seed oil. So those are all the different oils that you have combined in this Endoflex Vitality oil. And again, you can ingest this because it is a Vitality oil, and all the young living oils that say Vitality on it, you can ingest it. A couple drops on the tongue or in a drink and you're good to go. So let's get right into what the Endoflex does, what it promotes and supports for you, how it supports your endocrine system. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you an anatomy lesson along with Endoflex. So obviously this is the Vitality oil. So you can put a drop or two on your tongue because this oil you can ingest. It's gonna seep into your bloodstream within 20 seconds, and that's just how that works. So Endoflex supports all your glands. You have your thyroid gland, your parathyroid, your thymus, you have your pancreas, which sits under your rib cage. You have your adrenals, which sits right on top of your kidneys, and your kidneys are on like the low to mid back. If you've ever had kidney stones, like I have, you know where your kidneys sit. They're right in the back. And then you can also support with the Endoflex your ovaries, but that's gonna be like really low abdomen, connecting towards like your pubic bone. And then your pineal gland, your thalamus, and your pituitary gland. So those are all the glands that Endoflex can help support your endocrine system. And obviously endo means endocrine, and flex, you know, gotta flex these glands. So definitely get this, use this as part of your wellness regimen. How I use the Endoflex, I use it in my luteal phase of PMS, when I'm PMSing or PMDDing. If you don't know what PMDD is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So it's basically PMS on steroids, and I was diagnosed with it a couple years ago. There's a video, I'll post it as an iCard, my PMDD story, if you're interested in looking at that. So basically, the Endoflex can also support your female system, your menstrual cycle, your menses. I have my luteal phase, and that's right, the luteal phase is right before you have your period, the week before you have your period. Your luteal phase starts usually around the 12th day of your cycle. It's like between 12 to 16 days. So that's when I put this in. I usually know when I'm in my luteal phase because my mood starts to change and my emotions start to change. So I use my Endoflex, and I support my thyroid, and I also support my kidneys and my lower abdomen and ovaries. And how I dilute that, I will just mix it with any kind of oil. You could use coconut oil. I got this at Trader Joe's. I definitely recommend cold press and unrefined coconut oil. As you can see, mine is completely melted. It's officially getting hot here in Arizona. Completely liquefied. But I will, put some oil in my hands, and then I'll put like 1 or 2 drops, rub it together, and then I'll put it on my thyroid. I'll put it on my lower back where my kidneys and your adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys, and then my lower abdomen. Because the Endoflex obviously supports your endocrine system. And basically what your endocrine system does, it regulates and supports your body, it regulates hormones. Your brain sends signals down to the different glands of whatever it needs to create. For example, your pancreas creates insulin, so your brain, let's say if you eat something very heavy in sugar and you're gonna be like not feeling so great after that, your brain is gonna send those signals to your pancreas to create that sugar, and that's kind of like a little bit of how that works. So again, this oil supports the entire endocrine system. As well, it does a lot of other things too. It helps support your liver. It helps with, like I said before, supports PMS and your menstrual cycle. It could support certain diseases that you might have. It could support fatigue. So there, you know, if you're like really tired, those are your like one of your glands being effective, such as your adrenal glands. If you ever heard that your adrenal glands is shot, that means you're most likely tired. Now, the aroma that it has is a very uplifting and calming aroma. So it is quite strong, but I really like the smell of it. And you really smell the minty, and it just smells really uplifting and fresh. So you can inhale it, you can diffuse it 3 times a day if you'd like. It gives that, you know, calming and uplifting aroma, and it smells great. And when you put it on your tongue, it's super, super strong. So be aware of that. And you also want to note that you don't want to give it to anybody that is a child or 18-month-old, any younger children. So definitely, you know, note that. This oil is specifically designed to support your endocrine system. As you can see, Endoflex, the name endocrine is in there. Also with the PMS, you could gain relief with, like, it could support and help with painful periods, like if you have a lot of cramps or dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea is a very, very painful, crampy period, so this can help support that as well. I would just put that on your lower abdomen and your ovaries to help with that, and also ingest a couple of drops too. So your endocrine basically, you know, brings back balance to your hormones, and this oil helps along with that process. These glands can regulate your mood, your sleep, your metabolism, your metabolic rate, and so much more. There's so many different things that your endocrine system does. It's really interesting. I definitely, you know, do your research on your endocrine system. It's really important for us to know our different systems in our bodies, because it makes us aware of how they work and how it connects to the brain. Our body is such a cool instrument, and it's really cool when you know what each system does and how it works. It's important to keep all your systems regulated and healthy, but definitely important to keep your endocrine system really, really healthy. And again, the Endoflex will help support to regulate your glands properly. I just explained what the endocrine system does and the anatomy of it, and as well what how the Endoflex supports your endocrine system. So now let's go in a little bit of the different oils that are in the Endoflex, which is, you know, again, spearmint. It has sesame oil as a carrier oil, sage, geranium, myrtle, German chamomile, and nutmeg. Now these oils do different things and support and promote different things as well. So let's go right into spearmint, which is really what you smell when you open up the bottle. And the spearmint is going to help support your metabolic rate, and it's going to help it increase. And that, it correlates, you know, like with burning fat. Sage supports strengthening the vital organs that are in the body, and sage is also great for, you know, supporting a positive atmosphere. If you've ever burned sage in your home, that is a way to, you know, release the negative energy, stagnant energy, and promote positive energy. So that's also what sage can do for you as well. Geranium helps support your liver and pancreas, so it helps to stimulate it. So that's a really cool fact about geranium. Our livers is what helps us detox everything and, you know, get rid of a lot of stuff that our body doesn't need, such as alcohol. You know, when they say when you drink a lot of alcohol, you tax your liver and you deplete your liver, so take care of your liver. The myrtle supports your thyroid and helps supports ovary function. Geranium supporting the liver. The German chamomile helps support the liver as well. And the German chamomile helps to protect our liver. And the nutmeg is a great essential oil to help support your adrenal glands and for promoting energy. So if you have adrenal fatigue, I would definitely suggest to getting Endoflex and putting those on your kidneys and and your adrenals. And again, remember to drink a lot of water too, because water is a huge part of my wellness regimen, and it should be part of yours too, because you are essentially, you know, detoxing the waste, the toxic waste that your body doesn't need, or waste that it just doesn't need. So make sure you drink a lot of water when you're also using essential oils in your wellness regimen, just so that it helps balance your body and you help hydrate your cells and your bones and your sinews and your tendons. That concludes the Endoflex and all about Endoflex. Definitely comment down below if you use Endoflex essential oil, and I'll link down my member number down below too if you want to purchase Endoflex from me. But other than that, that is all I have to say, and thank you for being part of my Tip Tuesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. See you guys. Bye.